Okay guys, so I wanted to go over a little bit of what we're doing today because we are going to be going over our checkpoint. So we got our results back and a lot of you guys in remote did not do so hot on the checkpoint. So I want to make sure that you understand why you missed what you missed. And if you're missing these things, if you did very poorly on it, I want you to make sure that you're going back and making sure you're watching the lectures, and if you don't understand something, that you're asking me questions about it, because I can't help you if I don't know what you don't know. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is on my lecture 2 if you want to look at the actual questions. So question 1 on the checkpoint was, what type of plot development does Stranded illustrate and how do you know? So the answer was A, the plot development is linear. And how I know, it opens with an exposition that establishes the situation and presents events in time order. So these are two-part questions. So you need to make sure that you're reading the entire question and the entire answer, okay? So you want to make sure that you're understanding exactly what the question is asking and not just answering one portion of it. Because the other linear says it introduces multiple characters before the rising incident intensifies. And that was the second most chosen answer. Most of you got this right, but if you didn't, make sure that you're kind of getting with the program on that, okay? Make sure you're reading the whole question and that you understand what linear is. Linear means it goes in order, it's chronological. Nonlinear means that it flips back and forth from present to past, and they may have some looks into the future as well. So make sure that you understand how that works. So checkpoint number 2, as used in paragraph 3 of Stranded, the phrase transfixed by has this denotation, having one's attention captured by. What is the connotation of the phrase and what context supports this conclusion? So denotation and connotation was one of our warm-ups. Denotation, you can remember it because it starts with a D, is the dictionary definition of a word. If you looked up the word transfixed in the dictionary, it means having one's attention captured by, wander, something to the extent of that, okay? The connotation is kind of the secondary meaning or what it means in that context. So my example on the warm-up was the word blue. Blue is a color. Blue is the color of my shirt. When you feel blue and you say someone feels blue, they do not feel like a Smurf. It means they're sad. So make sure that you understand the difference between denotation and connotation. So the correct answer on that was J. Transfixed means caused someone to become motionless with horror, wonder, or astonishment. A lot of you guys picked G. Loneliness means sadness because one has no friends or company. I'm not really sure where y'all got that from. I think you just need to make sure that you understand which of these senses most closely relates to capturing someone's attention. We gave you that denotative meaning, that, having one's attention captured by. Transfixed means, horror, wonder, astonishment. Okay, so make sure that you're understanding that. And you could also use fixed. When something is fixed, it means that it doesn't move. Motionless, that's another good clue you could use. So make sure that you're just reading the whole answer and really thinking it through. This isn't one that I think you guys should have missed. There's a lot of context clues in here. You just have to slow down, annotate the question, and make sure you know exactly what it's asking and use your resources. We gave you guys a glossary. And if you were in remote, you may have had access to a dictionary as well, so you should not have gotten this wrong. So number 3 says, reread these sentences from Stranded. 90 minutes before we returned to the mainland, Captain Bell reminded the eager snorkelers. Jenny set her dive watch, plenty of time to explore, and lickety-spit she jumped into the sea. Which answer choice best describes the diction in the sentences and its effect on the mood of the story? So, the correct answer was A. The diction is informal and conversational, and it conveys a sense of confidence or cheerfulness. If you couldn't figure out the diction, you still could have used context clues to figure out how it affects the mood. Words and phrases like eager, you've got plenty of time, and lickety-split are very positive. You don't say those words, I'm really eager, lickety-split to do something. You kind of say those things with a little bit more awakeness and eagerness. It's a more positive mood. And which effect on the mood choice uses positive adjectives? So you could go through and realize that those words are positive and they have a positive meaning, and go and figure out which one of these answer choices, which it was A, has the most positive word choice. The rest of them don't really go. So 56% of you got this right. The diction is informal, conversational. Jenny is confident or sure she has enough time to explore the sea and make it back before the boat leaves, and she's excited and eager to explore. Okay, most of you got number 4 right. In Stranded, the mood of paragraph 4 is fearful. Which phrase from the paragraph best conveys this mood? The answer choices were mind raced frantically, glanced at her watch, once dreamy waters, and stranded forever. Mind raced frantically would be the best answer. Most of you, I'm guessing, did not go back and read paragraph 4. If it says go back and read, or it's in